if Suppot is able to get enough damage on the board, we've got 3 enablers for you. So now we have the clear direction.
This is like a, on a silver platter right now. Arlott as well as Gwyn. If they do pick up the Harley, it's going to be, for me, I think it's going to be a very tough game for Harley. Yes, you can go in, do a poking damage here and there and then backed out. But one wrong move, you got Arlott, you got Zuxin, you got Kalia, you got Gwyn, you got 4 out of 5 people who can catch you off guard. So it's going to be quite a difficult game.
Wow.
And they picked up a Joy.
That is...
There's no good picks.
Joy.
Yeah, there really isn't anything left.
Nolan? Not really.
It'd be arguably worse.
Basically, no matter what you pick, you get countered by something.
Oh, yeah.
Vamos has a very complete draft right here. And it's also all synergized with the Guinevere. Because you have like 3 heroes that can set knockups up for the Violet Requiem.
In terms of the raw emblems, we're seeing that Clockhood opting to go for Tenacity this time around rather than...
Trying to go in. Zkeep comes in from flank to get the pick up into the Violet Requiem and instantly first blood to Error 404 at the level 4. Go in, spatial migration, lifts up Momo. He just hits level 4, gets stunned. Penalty zone gonna be used. Final slash. Momo flickers out. Fury of Phoenix dodged perfectly. Fabian gonna zone them back. But now Zkeep comes in. Doesn't have Tsunami Slam yet. Electrifying Beats comes in, but Clockhood joins the fight as well. 4-man surround on the Joy and Fabian falls.
Yeah. If they don't get the instant kill, they have to walk away. This game, like, I don't know. I don't see it happening.
Oh, the Flicker Tsunami Slam, not even gonna allow Valens to leave. He already used the Flicker before. Another kill goes there. Logically, Ace, hold on. Tsunami Slam gonna be used once again to Valens. Spirit of Phoenix is good timing. Violet Requiem comes out. Penalty zone catches 2, and they're actually gonna be able to surround them with Electrifying Beats. Error 404 goes down the penalty strike. Double kill for Momo in the mid lane.
There you go.
Oh, flicker to penalty zone. Violet Requiem used to cancel. Good job from Error. Final slash. Catches his enemy in the backline. Error. Secures the turtle. Like Breck Meats comes out. Tsunami Slam cancels it out. Catches Momo. Grab gonna land on Suppot. He's dropping very low. There's a lot of damage being done to Vamos, and Suppot will be first one down. Killing spree for Momo. Zkeep gonna need to flicker out of that situation as well as AC takes
Watch him out for that penalty zone right now. Aaron Chicky.
Error 404 trying to go on the Claude. Not able to. Oh,
Nice.
Aaron Chicky forced to go back.
Smart.
Very good idea.
Smart plays right there.
Again, it's take the aggro first, force
He's doing as well.
Oh, nice dodge from Valens. Avoids spatial migration. Violet Requiem catches 2. Fabian secures the turtle away. Valens goes down first, but they are surrounded by Aaron Shiki. Picks off Error 404, but Natko going ham in the back line. Trades for Momo. 1 for 2.
Just get the extra EXP angle. Oh, wait, hold on.
Penalty zone. They do catch Natko. Comes out. Natko gonna need to flicker out. Comes in from the side. Crimson Beacon used. Violet Requiem catches the Joy, but the blazing duet losing a lot of damage. However, Team Vamos is more than tanky enough. They're sustaining everything, and they're killing everyone. Double kill already picked up by Natko. Aaron Shiki is the last one alive, and he is in no man's land basically. Spatial migration catches him. Title strike as well, and that is going to be a team.
We shall see right now.
They're gonna try and force this in. Natko can just stand there, pelt the tower away. Flicker final slash from somebody. The Violet Requiem, but the penalty zone comes out, cancels it out. Spirit of Phoenix is good. Tsunami Slam gonna be used on Fabian. Catches the Joy. Mega kill over to Natko. They lift up Momo, feed him into the carry grind machine, and Natko finds a double.
Once again, Gideon. Once again.
Good on top of everything.
Good
It's
flick.
not looking good.
Oh no, it's just no damage. Zeke does end up being traded away, but Natko is an absolute beast right now. Monster kill for him. Killing spree for Error. Valens is grabbed, and he has no choice but to be hostaged away from his base. Another double for the carry.
Fury of the Phoenix, but I feel like they can get away if they just hold the Fury of the Phoenix just a little bit longer and let Valens and Momo bait a reaction.
There's so many minions pushing into the base right now. Hasty will be able to clear up the top wave at least. The Lord starts pushing in. They do have a good amount of damage. Final slash actually whiffs, doesn't really hit anyone.
Okay.
So Fury
There we go.
comes out, stun stream, blazing duet, gonna be used as well, but Error just dodges away, and now Momo's gonna be the one stuck in front. The grab connects with Zeke, but that's not really the target you want to pull. Aaron will get the kill at least, but Natko, look at the Shredder! The triple kill comes out of the goal lane, and now the Crystal's gonna be the next target as Vamos aims for the end game and closes out game number 1.
How good would you have to be for you to whiff a skill and to bait out the opponent, and they got baited out and you got the upper hand because you can reinitiate back with your very own Shredder, which is gonna be the carry. That is literally what happened, I feel. I feel like that, some might call it a whiff, some might call it a blunder, but I think it was calculated for Sapat to miss that final slash.
I mean, it's okay. Even if he whiffs the final slash, really surprising. Really surprising for Vamos to go for Terizla this early on. Like, I thought, like, at most, you show Uranus. If not, you have to show your support, right? You kind of don't have a choice in that matter. So they go for the blind pick Terizla instead, which is okay in the early levels of Uranus, but that mid game is non-existent.
Maybe the idea is just to get a good setup off from the penalty zone. Hopefully it connects and Harley can do the job. Zuxin can follow up with the starting beam as well. And of course the blazing duet. But Vamos for Zakif right now. I don't think Shao fits too well. I mean, you are facing off Adelia and Uranus.
They've definitely been trying to think about something specific for Zkeep at this point. I get the feeling that the reason why Terizla was picked up is because now that they have a Harley, they're trying to play off of that mid lane. They actually go for the Atlas, making another appearance. This is actually Atlas's third time being played this season. And there is synergy with the Terizla, but definitely not what you would anticipate.
Really interesting. It's forcing the entirety of AC to take as many purifies as they can possibly get at this point.
And that will deny the ability for them to run away. One good penalty zone can secure them this turtle, but AC spot. What do they have in store? Izanami.
Yep, they forced out the black shoes on Izanami, but he does have to Purify still. Valence will be able to help save him. Purify going to be used on Vambo's side. Once again, Sepad comes in. Penalty zone only connects with Valence, and Aaron Shiki pops the Zaman Force. Valence nearly dead, able to get away. We do see the flicker coming out as well. Blazing Duet. Natko comes in from the flank. First blood, picking up the Harit.
Really nicely done. Really nicely done for the side of Vamos. They saw the opportunity that unfortunately Aaron Shiki was out of position without Purify, and they got on top of him.
They still want to contest. Everyone on Vamos is very low. Fabian steals the turtle away. Zkeep gonna be abandoned here. They pick up a kill on the Atlas as well.
Very nicely done, Fabian, level 6.
So Nam Slam gonna be used. Sapat in 1v3 situation, and no matter how tanky you are, you're not getting out of that one. So Fabian racks up another kill.
Good initiation from AC spot, and what a timing as well from Valence to get
Later on.
This is exactly what AC Esports has needed. They're playing the Liam Ward comp. The more kills you get, the harder it is to deal with him. Tsunami Slam, they're gonna force the Purify on Natko. Deadly Magic comes out on Valence, and he's just gonna throw his body in, sacrifice himself to let his team get away.
Yep, arrow 4-4, right place, right time.
Natko has slowed down a bit in terms of his aggression right now, but maybe a fight might be commenced.
They're gonna pick up Momo and drop everything on the Uranus. Blazing Duet finishes him off, and Natko doing a lot actually, forcing Fabian back as well. Sabat probably gonna sacrifice himself here. Zaman Point doing a lot of damage. Fabian down to 5% HP. He'll be able to walk away, but he can no longer join the fight. Tsunami Slam picks up Natko. That's the key kill. Double over there on Shiki, but the Deadly Magic, not enough to burst him down. The healing from Valence allows him to survive a little bit. Turtle now, AC Esports officially in control of the situation. Aaron picking up a couple of high-profile kills previously. Tsunami Slam once again going to find Sapat, drags him into the Phantom Steed. Fatal Links not available. Zkeep gonna go down, killing spree for both the Leomord and the Harit. Valence will be traded away, but they get way more in exchange for that one. They'll pick up Momo one more time, but he's more than tanky enough to survive. Error just gonna be playing the split push game.
I think this is a
Full amount of damage himself as well, and now they're going to find Error 404. Valence with the catch.
good catch. What a timing as well for Team Vamos, but Lot is gonna push on the top side. Pretty sure Team Vamos have what it takes to clear this lot. Not gonna pop the shield right now, but hey, the key zoning out Fabian.
Zkeep gonna freeze Fabian for a moment, but here comes Valence, and the 3-man penalty zone comes in! Team Vamos looking for a chance. Izanami though doing a lot of damage with the Gloom in the backline. Double kill, shut down for a Clockhood. Vamos finding their way back into this.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They just defended.
Are they gonna capitalize this, or what's gonna happen right now?
Gonna pick up Momo. He's dropping to half HP. The Lord actually gets a knockup. Zkeep goes in. Backlow finds Natko. Purify comes out. Meanwhile, penalty zone! Catches two. Aaron Shiki goes ham. Killing spree for Izanami as they melt down the members of Team Vamos, but they're fighting back as well. Double kill already for the Zeusin. Double kill for the Harit. And Fabian secures the Lord.
That's not gonna be easy.
Clockwood, he's still going. He wants more kills. He's gonna pick up Fabian. Natko! Careful, Natko! But look, Aaron Shiki's been waiting. He's been in the flank the whole time. Killing spree and a shutdown. Team wipe for AC.
This is an endgame scenario. 8 seconds on to Supat to hold the Lord and maybe drag it out. The next is 4 seconds from Zeki, both of which don't have the pushing power. Arrow 4-4 is up in 9 more seconds, and even then, somebody can block the shots.
They got to try and hold for at least another 5 seconds for Arrow 4-4. They're pulling the Lord away. Zion Force comes out. Supat eating a lot of damage right now. He might fall to this. Fatal Links catches 2. Deadly Magic comes through. Mega kill for Aaron Tiki. Double kill for Aaron Tiki. They find them all. The crystal is wide open. Error 404. His damage gonna be blocked by Fabian as AC brings us to a game number 3.
AC pulls us back just like that. 2 extended fights, both coming actually from AC and Vamos, ends up falling into the hands of Vamos at the very end. That's one that has to sting from AC because they were just on the cusp of...
Right on from Sadafa right there. AC right now. Jungle. Joy again.
Into Obsidian Ireland? Probably not.
They did that against 4 controllers.
Dude, it's Yishin Shin.
Oh, it could be actually.
They can't scale. They don't have enough to scale. They can't just expect Claude to do everything. It has to be YSS, right?
Hayabusa.
They're gonna go for a Hayabusa as well, but even Hayabusa is still very punishable.
Yeah,
definitely is.
It could be Yi Sun Shin. Yeah, that seems like the most likely option. We know they're not gonna go into tank, especially since they do need more damage. They do go Nolan.
All right. Okay, something for the early game, I suppose. I don't know here. I think this was... The Zeusing Kalia is a really weird opener. It's not the best opener, but at the same time, like, there's so many ways to play around it. And I think a large problem of that is, like, just Gatot alone.
I think they might need to later on, but looking at Peter right now, Fabian's gonna take it. Yep.
Freya the Phoenix, unfortunately not able to steal, and now Valen's gonna get caught with the final slash. Subbot picks up the first blood.
It's pretty good.
Good catch.
They're still hovering around at the very least, but the early game, not though.
They're actually diving for this. They found Fabian just by himself in the jungle, and now they're chasing down Izanami as well. The Van Mystique Subbot picks up another double kill. Momo gonna be forced to flicker as well. A full dive into the jungle by Vamos.
What do we do? At just making sure that nobody gets out. However, Subbot on the previous fight getting 3 kills. There's Phantom Steed, Bearded Phoenix, 2-man final slash is good. Bearded Phoenix can be used as well, but damage is not quite there yet. Subbot's in back lane. Aaron Shiki secures the turtle as well as the kill on Error 404. Isn't only gonna be traded away. The kill goes over to the Obsidian, but Momo going ham with the shutdown on Subbot. That's gonna be a big gold injection for the array. Gonna try and hold the front. Phantom Steed, Error trying to come in from the side. Subbot gonna find Fabian. Bearded Phoenix perfectly timed to lock down the Nolan. Blazing Duet comes in. Aaron Shiki doing a good amount of melt damage, and Error 404 gonna be chased down by Momo. Meanwhile, in the back line, they've already taken out one. Zeki gonna fall, but Subbot still buying a lot of time. Valens jumps back in on top of Nako, stops his progress. Subbot gonna dash in, get the kill onto the Kalea, flicker himself back out of the situation.
Once again, the peel.
All of a sudden, it becomes a landmine.
Phantom Steed comes out. Look at Momo. He's doing so much. Error does secure the turtle. Blazing Duet on top of the Leomore. Z keeps in the backline. AOG back out defensively. And Momo will finally fall. Separated.
They have 2 different ways of doing so.
Flicker. Tsunami Slam can be used. Phoenix is well timed to save Error 404, but he's dropping too low, too fast. He's gonna try and run away, but gets caught out by Izanami. The rest of Amos not able to save him. And back off from AC. Already solid disengage. They're gonna catch Subbot once again, but he goes back in. Finds 2. AOG comes in. Purify gonna be used by Aaron Shiki. He's still alive. They get the pick up on Subbot. He's trying to heal. He gets the double kill, but Fabian will pick up the...
And at the same time to be able to use that basic duet, and of course the basic attacks once again.
They blitz that so low. They do get the Hunter Bone on Valens, doing a good amount of damage to him. AOG gonna be used in place with the Fury of Phoenix, and they find Aaron Shiki. He's gonna be the first one down. Valens trying to heal, but he'll fall. Killing spree for Nako. They're gonna chase down Momo as well. 3v1. He's tanky, but not that tanky, surely. And we've got the Sky Piercer stack as well.
I'm not too sure how Aaron Shiki was caught out right now, but
Subbot's gonna have to dive back in there. A bit of a misplay. They got caught out, but Bone connects with Fabian! Not kill from Valens. He's looking for Clockhoon. Finds the Tsunami Slam. He picked up the Sunshine, but Final Slash saves him. Buys more time. Momo gonna be caught out. Has to escape from the Hunter Bone. Valens gonna be dropping low. Here's some Blazing Duet. But the Hunter Bone connects with Aaron Shiki. Subbot gets the kill onto the Claude. They've already traded 1-for-1 currently, but a much higher value target for Vamos.
Wow.
Worked out. At the same time, it could just be unlucky.
Oh, Sabat gonna miss that final slash, but here the Phoenix locked down his Tsunami. Monster kill for Natko.
And then that will be 60 stack of Sky Piercer right now for Natko. And then they're not gonna stop. They're gonna push the envelope right now.
Hunter Bone will miss this time. Momo buying a lot of space, but he has to be careful. The Lord Knockup actually saves Momo. Nako wasn't able to finish him, but they will find balance. Another Sky Piercer stack and a godlike streak for the Obsidian.
Stop going one by
You get pulled away by Arrow 404. You can get Final Slash by Sabat. Like, there's no answer to it.
Sabat will get lifted up. He has to use Final Slash defensively. He'll probably fall to this, but Blaze is going to face down and Nako! He's legendary! The goal laner of Vamos! Sinking his fangs! Yeah, Tsunami Slam will just be purified easily. Nako doesn't even bother going for balance. He wants a tower. Phantom Steed's gonna be used. Hunter Bone connected balance! And they pick him up under his own crystal. Legendary streak for the Obsidian. Vamos going in for this. They want to end the hopes and dreams of AC right now, and they will do so! Vamos will end the journey of AC Esports and claim one more victory at the end of the season.
Oh, what a way to close things off for Vamos. And boy, I think we might have a new Raja marksman here in Malaysia right now. And that boy name is Natko. 0 death, double-digit kills. Insanely calm at any given situation right there. The fact that before that last push against that inhibitor, he did not use the Purify. I thought he did. And